Yeah, bang, bang, rail. About 95, 96. My mate, his daughter, her boyfriend, and another girl went down the city to have a nice night out with all of them. They all went out, so it was a good time, yeah. They was going to stay in a big plush hotel over there. And anyway, they went to wind up. They wound up going to about 4 or 5 clubs. They wound up in the China Whites. She's a really beautiful black girl and black guy. So nice, yeah. So just really nice people. No nastiness about them. And the other girl, same as, really, really nice, yeah. In China Whites, just enjoying herself dancing, and 4 or 5 guys are on them, yeah. They're just on them, giving them a bit of grief. And she's wearing a Rolex Oyster that our old man bought her for a birthday present. This is what it is, it's a birthday thing, yeah. So she's like saying, come on, let's get out of here, let's go and get their coats, put the thing in, get their coats, and the thing walked outside, and they got attacked by these guys. They cut him up, the guy, cut him up a little bit, didn't stab him, just cut him up. They knocked her out. The other girl run, she's a bit of a runner, yeah, she's quite fit. The other girl run, they couldn't catch her. But my mate's daughter, she was knocked out. They nicked a chain from around her neck, a nice chain with little, like a tennis bracelet, but it's a tennis necklace, yeah, with little diamonds all around it, yeah. And then nicked her Rolex Oyster that he'd bought her for her birthday, and they'd gone. Obviously, she was took to hospital. He was took to hospital because he got cut up a bit. She then made a phone call to her dad. Her dad come all the way from Wolverhampton. You know, that's why they went down to London to just have a good time. My mates come down from Wolverhampton, 4 or 5-handed, come down to see her to find out what was going on. What happened, told them where they were. They went to China Whites that night, went in to see the manager, see the guys on the door, and my mates, they're lucky that Winston went there, my mate's brother Winston, he wasn't around at that time, yeah. He was around, but it wasn't around the area, yeah. But my mate got his mates, and they went down by Hummer, all that way from a Hummer, yeah, in the Hummer. And they went into the China Whites, and they said to the bouncers, we're going to come in, my daughter's this, our daughter that. But bouncers didn't argue or nothing. Went in to see the manager, went into the manager's office and said, look, you've got cameras up here. I want to see the cameras, I want to see the people who have done my daughter. They bashed my daughter up, knocked her out. Her boyfriend, they cut up a little bit. And I said, I'm not happy. I want to see the people in the club so we know who they are. Anyway, they got the video out. He said, we're going to get the police involved. They said, no, you're not. You leave the police out of it. We don't want the police involved in this at all. I wasn't there. I wasn't even around. I was around, but I wasn't around, yeah. And this is when I come and see them. This is what they told me, yeah. So they've got all the details from inside the club, the details from outside the club. They got all the daughter. She was petrified. She was in hospital still. Her nerves are shattered. He was in hospital for about a week, and they cut him up a little bit. He had to be done his ribs and bits and pieces. They had to plaster him up a bit, his arms and all that. They throat, yeah, they've done that, but they cut him up bad as well, yeah. He said, listen, we're going to start going to China Whites Friday, Saturday, and you're going to come with us, yeah? And if you see these guys in there, they point them out to us, yeah? And they was there, they kept coming down from Wolverhampton, staying down the weekends, and my mates ain't going to give up, yeah? They wasn't going to give up. She goes in there one night with him, with one of them, phones up her dad, said, they're in there, Dad. Her dad's already in London. He's with his mates, he's in the Humber, but his other mate is with his daughter. One of the big lumps with his daughter. The guys are in there. The guys ain't really looking at the daughter. She's a little bit changed. She's changed her hair, a wig, different wig and bits and pieces. They ain't really noticed her as such. You can't miss him, he's a big lump, yeah? He's got on to her dad, said that they're still here, they ain't going nowhere. right, we're going to go now. He went outside with his daughter, went outside. They was in the Hummer down the road. The guys come out, walked the opposite way to where the Hummer was. They drove the Hummer down. They jumped out of the Hummer, and they absolutely petrified the guys, so much so they whipped them to pieces, mate. He was telling me that the things he'd done was unbelievable to these guys. And it's a Rolex Oyster off one of them, a couple of chains, another watch off another one, a Petit Philippe, another couple of rings, some chains and bracelets. These guys are a bit flash. It's all their bits and pieces. Looks like smashed them to pieces. Didn't cut them up. They're not into this cutting up game. They just smashed them to pieces because they believe that when you start cutting people up, you can eat arteries and they'll be dead. But they smashed them to pieces, broke a few legs here and there, done their ankles, done their hands and all that. And then got the daughter to go back in a motor and a Hummer, and they took her back to Wolverhampton. The guy that was in the hospital, they come and picked him up a later time, her boyfriend, and they told her, right, when I went up to see my mate about it, and they told her that she's never ever going to London again, to any of the clubs in London, just in case the guys are around, just in case someone else thinks he can take liberties. She never went to London again. He told me, he come down to London, he told me everything about it. I've used all them clubs with my other mates. China White's not so much, it wasn't our sort of a club, China White's. Not China White's, Blondes, Pal Joey's, Bootleggers, all them sort of places, you know, Fidenzas and all them sort of places. But anyway, I had a right talk to him. I said, are you leaving it like that, or are you just going to go back? He said, no, we'll leave it now. We got what we got. I hurt my daughter, we bashed them up, we got done her legs, smashed their hands, done her ankles, really obliged in a bad way. They're all 18, 19, 20 stone, massive guys, all bodybuilded, a bit powerful if it can have a right fight, yeah. Later on, I went up to Wolverhampton to see the daughter, see her boyfriend. He was cut, man. They cut his face really bad, yeah, and really bad. I'm not joking. And they slashed his shoulders and everything. I mean, didn't stab him, just sliced him up a bit, yeah. She's saying, the daughter's saying that the dad, he bought her another one. Plus, they got all the other watches. Plus, he got all the other jewellery, the rings and everything. And the old man looked after her. You know, give us some bits and pieces. I know you can't give someone money to make them feel better, but sometimes you can give them money so they can go out and buy their Louis Vuitton bags, for Valentino, this, that, you know, all sorts of things, Moschino's. And she was a right dresser, always smart, elegant, beautiful girl, yeah? Really young, beautiful, mate. And, you know, and that's what people do. They got to realise, yeah? When people go to these clubs, and they see some really beautiful young lady, and they think they can go outside and nick these people's watches and chains and this, that and the other and bash up their boyfriends and do this. You've got to think twice. You've got to think twice who they might know or who they are. You've got to remember, my mates come from Wolverhampton. They come from Wolverhampton in a Hummer. It must have cost them 200 or 300 quid. Will come down here in a Hummer, you know, and they come down there to do the business. They come down there, don't worry about that, mate. They come down here to do the business. If these people, right, we made it a little bit awkward for them, they'd have killed them stone dead. I know they'd have killed them, mate. It's one of them things, you know, what have happened, you know. But the guys got away with it, really, as such. This got smashed up, broken arm, broken legs, done their wrists, done their ankles and all them sort of things, yeah. So the geezers ain't right now, anyway. The guys were white guys and a couple of black guys. It got a bit leery, but they won't do that again, mate. I can assure you that. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please just press the like button, subscribe, and good afternoon, and have a nice day, yeah? Have a nice evening. Take care, nice one.